Welcome to class students. In this class we discuss the concepts from module 5 serial adder with accumulator. In the representation here you can observe a serial adder with accumulator block diagram, a state graph, a state table derived from state graph, and the operation of serial adder, how it is happening. You can observe here there are two operands x and y, 4-bit operands. X is represented as x0, x1, x2, x3, 4-bit. Y is represented as y3, y2, y1, y0. Say suppose a value for x you are taken as 0, 1, 0, 1, that is 5, and for y you are taken value as 7 in binary. Now if you add these two, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 111, you can add bitwise binary data, binary addition, 1, 1, sum is 0, carry is 1, again sum is 0, carry is 1, sum is 1, carry is generated. So when you add 5 plus 7, you should get a 12, that is 5 plus 7, you should get 12 in binary. Now here addition should happen serially. First x0, y0 bit you need to add. If carry is generated, carry should be propagated, then you add x1, y1 bit. Initially carry in is 0, initial carry in is 0. So for addition we are using 1 bit full adder. xi, yi and ci, initial value of carry in is 0, xi represents x0, yi represents y0. So x0, y0 and cin 0, ci is 0. With this you are adding these first two bits 1, 1. When you add these two bits, the sum that is calculated, you are storing in the X register itself. X register size is 4-bit. So after addition, sum you are storing in MSB, and this bits you are shifting by one location. So you are shifting and you are storing sum in this bit. So you will get after x0, y0 addition, sum present in x3 bit, and x3 is shifted to x2, x2 is shifted to x1 position, and x1 is shifted to x0 position. Similarly, the y value you are shifting. So initially y0 is available. When you perform shift and y0 you are storing in MSB position, so y3 it will be y0, y3, y2 and y1. So now x1 and y1 are available at the second iteration. In the first iteration, if carry is generated, that is through this delay flip flop you are passing as carry in. So in this example, when you add 1 plus 1, sum is 0, that is stored in x3, and carry generated will be available for next iteration as 1. For next iteration, value of x1 is 0, y1 is 0, 1, x1 is 0, y1 is 1, and carry generated from previous addition of bits is 1. So when you add, sum is 0 again and carry is generated. So sum again stored in the MSB position, and this result is shifted. Now x2 is available at this position. So when you add x2, 1, 1 along with the carry generated from previous addition of bits. So if you add, sum will be 1 and carry is generated. So finally when you store this result, sum in this MSB, again you shift this data, x3 is available, x3 y3 when you add along with the carry, so you will get sum 1 and carry 0. So this particular serial adder with accumulator, it requires 1-bit full adder, a 4-bit register for storing x as well as storing y, and the final result we are storing in x register itself. So you can observe here there is a serial in pin and the shift generated from control circuit. Now this control circuit is responsible for generating the various control signals. It accepts start signal and it generates clock for various operation. This clock is connected to these blocks as well as flip-flop, and shift signal is also connected here. On every rising edge of the clock, shift is 1, so content is shifted by one location. Any design that you consider, it will be divided as a control unit or control circuit and the data path. The data path involves all the register storage. Here in this case for x and y, it involves full adder and it involves flip-flop. So this together we refer it as data path, and there is a control circuit. The control circuit operation can be written in terms of with the help of a state diagram or state graph. So you can observe a state diagram here. There are various states we are representing: S0, S1, S2 and S3. S0 is nothing but it is a initial state, starting state, where ST dash indicate ST signal is start signal is 0. This is a start signal. So when start signal is 0, remain in that state only. When start signal becomes 1, ST, when start signal becomes 1, slash we are writing outputs. Slash 0 means none of the outputs generated from control unit are active, and here you can observe when ST is 1, in that case we are writing ST slash SH. So when ST becomes 1, shift signal you are making 1. From S0 to S1 movement, or S1 to S2, S2 to S3 and S3 to S0, this transition occurs on with respect to the clock, rising edge of the clock. So when rising edge of the clock occurs, you are checking ST signal. If it is 1, in that case you are making shift signal 1 and you are reaching to S0 state. In S1 state. In S1 state, again when rising edge of the clock comes, again you are performing shift. So on every rising edge of the clock here, D flip-flop, if you observe rising edge of the clock, whatever data available carry Ci plus 1, that is propagated as Q output to full adder. So it requires this 1 clock cycle, 2 clock cycle, 3 and 4 clock cycles to complete its entire operation. So initially when start is 0, remain in that state. When start becomes 1, move to S1 state, then S2, then S3 on rising edge of the clock, then from S3 to S0. So when it reaches S0 state, the operation is complete. All the 4 bits are added and the result is available in the X register. You can observe the same state diagram information we are writing as state table also. You can observe here S0, S1, S2, S3. Start signal is 0, remain in that state. When start signal is 1, in that case from S0 you are reaching to S1 state. And a shift signal, if you observe, when start signal is 0, shift signal is 0. When start signal is 1, in that case S0 is 1. Then you observe in S1 state, whether start signal is 0 or 1, once the operation is started, From S1, whenever rising edge of the clock comes, it goes to next state S2. Whether ST is 0 or 1, it goes to next state S2, and shift signal will be 1. Then from S2 signal, if you observe whether start signal is 0 or 1, you are moving it to next state S3, where you can observe here shift signal remains 1 without checking any condition. So we are making output shift signal 1, and this shift signal is generated from a control unit, as well as the clock that is connected to control circuit will control the entire operation, that is movement from S0 to S1, S1 to S2, S2 to S3 and S0. The clock period will decide the total time taken to complete the operation by the serial adder with accumulator. Say clock duration is 1 second, it takes 4 seconds to complete the operation, 4-bit addition, serially addition. The same thing that we have analyzed, if you observe here, initial state content of X 0, 1, 2, 3 bit, Y 0, 1, 2, 3, Y of 0, Y of 1, Y of 2, Y of 3. If you observe here in this case, so initial content 5, 0, 1, 0, 1, and the initial content of Y is 7, and carry in we are assuming 0, it should be 0. Then after adding X0, Y0 and C in, sum is 0, Ci plus 1 is 1. In the next iteration, if you observe, when shift is performed, sum will come in this location, and these 3 bits are shifted 0, 1, 0. Here in Y, this LSB bit is stored in MSB, and these 3 bits 0, 1, 1 are shifted. Now you are adding 0, 1 and previous carry generated Ci plus 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 when you add, sum is 0 and carry is Ci plus 1 is 1. So when sum is 0, that is stored again shifted. So these 2 bits represent sum bits, and 0, 1 part of X, and then again 1 you are rotating, so 1 you are shifting here, 1, 1, so 0, 1. Now third bit you are adding, third bit X2 is available, 1 plus 1 plus 1, so sum is 1, carry generated will be 1. Okay, the sum you are storing here. So now 1, 0, 0 refers to sum bits, X3 bit, this one X3 bit. Now X content is getting vanished, Y content you are rotating, so Y content will be 1, 1, 1, so X3 and Y3 0, 0 along with carry in generated from previous stage, that is 1, you are adding 0, 0, 1, 0 plus 0 plus 1, sum is 1 and carry is 0. That sum you are again giving all these 4 bits. After T4 cycle, all the 4 bits represents sum, and 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, the Y content is retained as it is. X content you are storing the result is available with X content after 4 iterations, 4 clock pulses. So carry in is 0 from the previous stage. The sum and carry that are generated by this are ignored. These are ignored. These are not required, or so operation is complete. So you reach in S0 state. This is how serial adder with accumulator will function. So we have taken example, and we have analyzed a binary addition here, as well as each state T0, T1, T2, T3. These represents the state movement from S0, S1, S2 and S3. The X will store the result generated from full adder, okay, and Y will store the result, same content, Y content only you are rotating. After 4 iteration, Y will retain its value, X will store the 4-bit result. Derivation of control circuit. The states S0, S1, S2, S3 can be represented since there are 4 states in binary circuit. If you want to, or hardware you want to design, so each state must be represented with 2 bit. Suppose we decide for S0 0 0, S1 0 1, S2 1 0 and S3 1 1. In that case, when start signal is 0, remain in S0 state. When start signal is 1, go to next state, S1 0 1. In 0 1, go to S2. 2 go to S3, and from 3 go to S0 state, and this represents shift signal. Shift signal here you are making. You can observe here in next state with respect to state diagram. If you see in S2 state, you are making shift signal 1 without depending on start signal. Whether start signal 0 or 1, shift should be 1. In 2 to 3 transition also shift signal 1, 3 to 0 transition shift signal is 1. So if you enter this data in A plus and B plus corresponds to next state values of A and B. So AB together represent state. 0 0 means S0 state. Next state, when it is 0 0, next state will be say 1 0 1. A plus B plus, A will get 0, B plus will get 1. So next state values of AB are represented as A plus B plus. So for these A plus B plus and shift signal, you are deriving expressions. Those are nothing but you enter the data in K-map 8 values, and you can observe how to enter the values. Say A, B, ST, A, B and start signal are the inputs. A plus, B plus and shift are outputs. So if you observe A plus means this one, this MSB bit. So when 0 0 0 MSB, you enter 0. When 0 0 1, start signal is 1, even then you observe this signal A value is 0. Then 0 1 0, 0 1 0 is 1, 0 1 1 is 1. So you are entering 1 1 here. 1 1 0 is 0, 1 1 1 is 0. You are entering here. 1 0 0, 1 0 0 is 1 and 1 0 1 is 1. So you are entering values 1 1 here. So when you group these two, I will get A dash B or A B dash values, which is nothing but A XOR B. So this is how from state table you are deriving hardware for next state values A plus, B plus and shift. These equations represent the control circuit hardware that need to be connected. So DB, similarly you enter for B, B plus. For 0 0 0 value is 0, 0 0 1 it is 1, 0 1 0 0 1 0 it is 0, 0 1 1 it is 0. Next bit you have to observe this. 1 0 1 1 0 it is 0, 1 1 1 it is 0. So 5 zeros 1 1. Then 1 0 0 it is 1, 1 0 1 it is 1. So you are entering 1 1. So grouping 2 bits, 2 digit grouping you are doing here, 2 locations, and here also 2 location grouping if you do ST B dash or A B dash. So this is how similarly for shift, for 0 0 0 it is 0, remaining all location it is 1. So when you group 4 bits, 4 terms together, so you will get 3 terms, ST or A or B. This represents a hardware circuit that we need to rig up for control circuit. Thank you students, we will continue in next class.